Okay, this is an improvement. Actually, I think the ugly annealer or any similar annealer like this one should have this kind of a feature that is missing on the ugly annealer. Okay, so as you see, you're gonna say, oh, what's kind of improvement is that? Well, basically, um, the the brass loader is all the time. If we don't have a stop, okay, it will drag all the each one after the one will load a brass and start to anneal it. However, there is a problem here. The problem is that if I'm trying to set up the brass with the flame to get it working correctly with the same distance, I have to stop loading the cases somehow so I can test my brass annealing flame and if it is hitting the correct spot. Now we can adjust this once and for all for a given length. Okay, this is a 308 and this is 6 millimeter 6.5 PRC case. Now we're gonna look, they are almost identical in size, but one is fat, one is skinny. Okay, the skinny is 308, the fat is 6.5 PRC. Okay, I'm gonna anneal first the 6.5 PRC that I shot on the weekend, and I still have maybe additional 30 cases that from 308 that I would like to anneal. Okay, but this one here is a dummy one, is scrap one that I usually use to set up the annealer flame. Okay, now the beauty about annealer, ugly annealer, comes with all inserts once for all. It's working perfectly. It has a digital RPM controller, on-off switch, okay, and it's a 24 DC supply to it. So it's fantastic machine. However, we needed to have a way to stop the brass from being loaded when we are setting up the flame. Okay, because if we need to load one by one and the flame is still on, okay, we're gonna deplete the gas, okay, before we fill up everything. Okay, and we are not trying to do one by one. We need to load it. We set it up on this side. I'm gonna show you, for example, this is the 308 case. If I drop it here, and it only will pick up the test one, that is just like testing the flame, and make sure that this is pointing directly. Now, as you see, maybe this one has to be tilted up a little or something like that. But the idea, if I'm setting up the flame, okay, I have only to use the scrap brass and not the good brass that I would like to anneal. Okay, so this is for setup phase, and this is one for let us go. By removing this block, oh, what's that? It's just like a prototype of a cardboard that I just like, cut it with a scissor, okay, with this scissor. And I the first one, when it was only one cardboard, it was so thin and the brass will push it this way. So I'll say, okay, let me double the cardboards again, and now I have stapled two cardboards and cut them just to fit like this, and this will block the brass from the good brass from going with the scrap one when I'm setting the flame. Okay, and once the flame has started, set it up, and I'm happy with the result. I have only to do is plunk, remove the blocker, and all brass will go down and start being annealed correctly without wasting gas. Okay, because those are small canisters and they're gonna be depleted quite fast, but you can have like maybe 200 or 300 brass before you are done with this one. But the idea is, while you are setting up the dummy, the scrap brass that you would like to set up the flame, you can put it, okay, And oh, you see here, now I screwed up myself here, and because this one is hasn't been attached to anything, and this is just like a simple cardboard. This is due to happen for now. But if this has been designed like a slot, you drop it in, you remove it, and then this won't happen. And the blockage, what will allow to do is that it will stop the good brass from going down, okay, while I am setting up the scrap brass. This is the 308 brass scrap. Okay, so this is a good idea to add to the ugly annealer. Thank you for watching.